Hello, I am Serendipitous with another video for my TTRPG shelf, and here I have yet another example of a game of a tabletop RPG product that I purchased the PDF for years ago and recently got a physical copy of it. So, The Happiest Apocalypse on Earth, a role-playing game by Christopher Gray. Um, this was the PDF version is very, very cheap, just $8. I think the book itself was about like $10 or $15, something like that. Anyway, as the name implies, this is inspired by Disneyland, basically. The best way I can describe it is Disneyland meets Call of Cthulhu. Creepy Disneyland, basically. You're having you are employees of an amusement park, and weird things happen in the amusement park. There's this entity called the Great Mouse, or whatever you want it to be, really. And the Great Mouse is sort of like causing like strange and horrific things to happen in Mouse Land or whatever. So yeah. The system that this game uses is powered by the apocalypse, hence the, happiest apocalypse on Earth, because it uses the powered by the apocalypse system. I'm not. I have some experience with the powered by the apocalypse system. Iron Sworn, that solo TTRPG that I showed in another video, it has that kind of uses some ideas from the powered by the apocalypse system. The idea behind the system is that your character has a bunch of moves that you can use in certain situations. Like there might be, like for example, so show that you're a hugger, stat swap. So this is a move called show that you're a hugger, and the trigger is when you break some femurs, which is another move, like basically combat. You may roll the sweet attribute instead of the wicked attribute, but you must handle the move in a friendly way. Yeah, what are the attributes actually? But yeah, obviously, like there's a lot of flavor to this. Dig a little deeper, charm a heart into deciding. Like these are various like moves that you can kind of like have as part of your character. Wish upon a star, and so forth. I have not actually run this game, although I did use the setting of this game for part of another game, kind of like part of a different campaign when the characters ended up in a like a strange like basically a so it was a Corporea campaign, and for part of it, the players were sent to a retreat, basically like like one of those retreats where it's like corporate bonding kind of a thing, where it's like or like team building retreats, that kind of stuff. So the players were sent out to Mouseland. The characters were sent out to Mouseland, and they had to deal with a few incidents and kind of figure out. It's a world of laughter. Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty clear what this game is trying to go for. You can design your own theme park. It has ways to do that. It has suggestions for that. There's like all the moves and everything. You can also you can also play as guests in the park, but I think the game recommends that you be like an employee in the park because there's more. There's just like there's more that you can do in that kind of situation. Also, this game uses the four humors: sanguine, choleric, melancholic, and phlegmatic. Because the four humors is kind of like was. Centuries ago, people used to believe that was like the different humors of the body, like depending, imbalance of the humors, and like that there some and that like certain humors were associated with certain personalities and that kind of thing. But yeah, I got this just because I was charmed by the concept. Sometimes this can get a bit dark for my tastes, I will admit, but. Yeah, merchandise tags, available merchandise, examples of what bucks buy, like mouse bucks or whatever. So much fun, you'll never leave. list of example like parks and attractions. You can, like, this is kind of how you can sort of create your own attraction. What does this attraction feature? And they've got things like animatronics, carriages, carts, drops, maze, museum, parade. And why is this attraction weird? And it gives like various examples and things for that. Stats. The stats are brave, stout, sweet, wicked, wise, pal, and twinkle. Twinkle is your ability to plug into the higher powers of Mouse Park. In this game they call it Mouse Park, but I think when I was running it for that Corporia campaign, I called it Mouse Land. Yeah, that's about all I have for this. Yeah, it's just hilarious, honestly. I'm glad to have this little book in digital and physical format to kind of add to other spooky and dark games that I have. So anyway, that's all I have for this. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, all the best.